Binti Muhammad Fauzi. My metric number is F19A0126. Today, I want to share you about the connection between our food security and food safety. But what is food security and what is food safety? Food security refers to the state of having constant access to a nutritious and reliable food supply. So, what is food safety? Food safety refers to routines in the preparation, handling, and storage of food meant to prevent foodborne illness and injury. This can only be achieved once food is firstly available, secondly accessible, and thirdly used appropriately. Although it may seem easy to achieve this, but 1 in 8 people around the world suffer from food insecurity and are malnourished. One of major challenges the world is experiencing related to food security today is climate change. The effects of climate change include rising temperature and changing levels of rainfall. This hugely affects agriculture as crops require regular and predictable rainfall patterns with consistent temperatures year-long. Crops which grow in an area due to its predictable rainfall might put their viability on the line if the amount of rain changes and its frequency is unreliable and unpredictable. This will cause farmers to be unable to predict when to plant their crops. Climate change may also make it too hot for types of crops to grow, resulting in even more crop losses such as corn, rice, and wheat. Another problem caused by climate change is how droughts would become more frequent, reducing the amount of water left for irrigation and also meaning that the crops may not be able to survive the extreme heat. This, in turn, would result in stronger and more damaging storms and floods, proving to be catastrophic for the crops and human agriculture. Climate change also greatly affects human water resources and has a great impact on water scarcity across the world. On the other hand, reducing poverty is a key element in a policy for food security because poor people spend such a large share of their incomes on food, leaving them vulnerable to high food prices, and many poor people obtain much of their income from farming, leaving them vulnerable to declines in agricultural output. This shows how the world water cycle will be affected in the future. The warming of temperature and an increase in evaporation will result in the air being able to hold more water, causing some places to dry out and the other to have excess rain. This could potentially cost billions of dollars in damage as crops could die as a result of dehydration or overflowing. This much pressure on agriculture and the ever-increasing problem related to agriculture affected the ability of the world to meet its food production requirements. If this does turn out to be true, it's very likely that the malnutrition count will increase manifold. Climate change is not helping us. Food security is very hard to achieve in developing nations today, and if floods wipe up all entire farm in the near future, we will need to rethink about our carbon footprint on this world and our impact on climate change, because if this continues, food security will become much harder to achieve.